The Power of Habit by Charles Duhigg is a book that explores the science of habit formation and how we can change our habits to improve our lives. The book is divided into three main parts: the habits of individuals, the habits of successful organizations, and the habits of societies. Let's take a closer look at each part and its corresponding chapters. Part 1: The Habits of Individuals. Chapter 1: The Habit Loop. Duhigg introduces the concept of the habit loop, which consists of three parts: the cue, the routine, and the reward. He explains that habits are formed when the brain develops a neural pathway that connects the cue and the reward, and that these pathways become stronger with repetition. Duhigg suggests that habits can be changed by identifying and manipulating the cue and reward. He provides an example of a woman named Lisa Allen who quit smoking by changing her routine, replacing cigarettes with chewing gum, while still enjoying the social and stress-relieving benefits. Reward. Chapter 2: The Craving Brain. Duhigg explores the role of cravings in habit formation. He explains that cravings are the brain's way of anticipating the reward associated with a habit and that they are triggered by cues, such as visual or sensory cues. Duhigg suggests that understanding and controlling cravings is key to changing habits. He provides an example of a woman named Claudia who quit smoking by using a nicotine patch to satisfy her craving for nicotine. Reward, without smoking cigarettes. Routine. Chapter 3: The Golden Rule of Habit Change. Duhigg introduces the golden rule of habit change. To change a habit, you must keep the same cue and the same reward, but change the routine. He explains that this rule is based on research showing that habits are formed by a feedback loop of cue, routine, and reward. Duhigg provides examples of how the golden rule has been used to help individuals and organizations change harmful habits, such as Alcoholics Anonymous using the golden rule to help members quit drinking. Chapter 4: Keystone Habits, or the Ballad of Paul O'Neill. Duhigg introduces the concept of keystone habits, which are habits that have a ripple effect on other areas of life. He uses the example of Paul O'Neill, who transformed Alcoa, a struggling aluminum company, by focusing on safety as a keystone habit. By making safety a top priority, other areas of the company improved as well. Duhigg suggests that identifying and changing keystone habits can have a powerful impact on individuals and organizations. Chapter 5: Starbucks and the Habit of Success. Duhigg uses Starbucks as an example of a company that uses habits to achieve success. He explains how Starbucks developed a set of habits, such as providing personalized service and creating a welcoming atmosphere, that helped it become a dominant player in the coffee industry. Duhigg suggests that creating and maintaining positive habits is key to achieving success in any area of life. Part 2: The Habits of Successful Organizations. Chapter 6: The Power of a Crisis. Duhigg explains how crises can be opportunities for organizations to change their habits. He provides examples of how crises, such as the 1987 King's Cross fire in London, led to changes in safety habits. Duhigg suggests that crises can provide a sense of urgency that motivates individuals and organizations to change their habits. Chapter 7: How Target Knows What You Want Before You Do. Duhigg discusses how companies use data to identify customers' habits and target their advertising. He uses the example of Target, which uses data analysis to identify customers who are pregnant and target them with relevant advertising. Duhigg suggests that understanding and manipulating customer habits is key to success in the business world. Chapter 8: The Anatomy of a Habit. Duhigg provides a detailed explanation of how habits are formed in the brain. He explains the role of the basal ganglia, a part of the brain that is responsible for habit formation, and how habits can become automatic and uncontrollable. Duhigg suggests that understanding the brain's habit-forming process can help individuals and organizations change their habits. Chapter 9: The Neurology of Free Will. Duhigg explores the debate about free will in relation to habit formation. He explains that while habits can become automatic and difficult to control, individuals can still make conscious decisions to change their habits. Duhigg suggests that developing self-awareness and taking responsibility for one's habits is key to changing them. Part 3: The Habits of Societies. Chapter 10: Saddleback Church and the Montgomery Bus Boycott. Duhigg uses the examples of Saddleback Church and the Montgomery Bus Boycott to illustrate how social movements are driven by habits. He explains that social movements are formed by a small group of individuals who create new habits that are eventually adopted by a larger group. Duhigg suggests that understanding the habits of social movements can help individuals and organizations create positive change. Chapter 11: The Habits of Successful Societies. Duhigg explores the habits of successful societies, such as those that prioritize education and personal responsibility. He suggests that successful societies are those that create habits that promote the well-being of their citizens. Duhigg also discusses the role of habits in creating social inequality, such as the habits of poverty. Chapter 12: The Neurological Craving for a Reward. Duhigg provides a detailed explanation of how rewards trigger the brain's craving for dopamine, a chemical that provides a sense of pleasure and reward. He explains how the brain's craving for dopamine can drive habit formation, and suggests that understanding the role of rewards can help individuals and organizations change their habits. Chapter 13: How to Change a Habit. Duhigg provides a step-by-step guide for changing habits. He suggests identifying the cue, routine, and reward associated with the habit, experimenting with new routines, and creating a plan for changing the habit. Duhigg also emphasizes the importance of self-awareness and mindfulness in changing habits. In conclusion, The Power of Habit by Charles Duhigg provides a comprehensive exploration of the science of habit formation and change. Duhigg uses real-life examples to illustrate how habits can be powerful forces in individuals, organizations, and societies, and provides practical guidance for changing habits. The book emphasizes the importance of self-awareness, mindfulness, and understanding the brain's habit-forming process in creating positive change. If you like this summary, then subscribe to my channel, and if you want to purchase this book, check out the link given in description box. Also check out the new designs on our store for unisex t-shirt, hoodie, sweatshirt, etc. I'll see you in the next book summary. Thanks for watching.